What's up, guys? MC Stu here, and today we're going to talk about the 13th anniversary bundle. We have a post that was put out on Twitter from the devs at STO letting us know what the ships are that we're looking at. And so here they are. Let's go through and talk about them. Two of these were released or announced to us last week. We'll talk about those for a quick moment and then talk about the new ones that they've released. So the first one is going to be the Prometheus and the Nebula class Terran ship that we knew about last week. These ships, to me, I'm not super pumped about them only because they look like what we already have or different parts kind of put together. We don't have real good pictures of, what these are going to look like, but right off the bat, visually, I don't think they look bad. They look good, but they don't have me super excited. So those are the first two. We knew about these last week. They were announced on Twitter, and now we know what the rest of the bundle looks like. So let's talk about the next one. So this is going to be, looks like a Galaxy class. I have seen some leaked pictures of this that show a third nacelle on it, so it's likely that it's going to be a Galaxy X. Which is a really kind of weird thing because we already have a mere Galaxy X in-game. So that's a little confusing to me. The ship also, again, looks like it has a bunch of different parts from all the different kinds of Galaxy ships on it. In this picture, we cannot see the nacelle in the back. So the pictures that I saw that were leaked, those were just that. And we can't count on that until we actually see a full view of the ship. But that is what I saw, and again, if that is the way that it actually makes it in, then we'll know. This does have a phaser lance on the front of it. I'm assuming it's a phaser lance, probably similar to the other mirror ones. So I think this is pretty clear. It's going to be a Gal-X. That's my guess, and I'm going to stick with that until it actually comes out. But again, this ship has what looks like a bunch of the different parts from those all put together. So I don't want to poop on it too hard because I think the ships look really good. They just don't have me super excited for new looking ships like we had with the Cygnus last year, which was a Defiant class style of ship, but it was kind of a whole new design on it, and it looked really, really good. I think it's one of the best looking ships in the game. But this time around, it doesn't seem like that is the case. Now again, this is just one angle of one picture. That's all we have officially. And maybe I'll change my mind on that once we see the 10 forward stream. Next, we have something pretty interesting, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's the Aquarius. That's this little ship down here, and I'll just let this play so we can see the whole thing. The Aquarius is a ship that is already in game. It's only available in a Tier 5 fleet version. You can upgrade that and X upgrade it to get it up to a full Tier 6 basically equivalent. But it doesn't have any kind of specialization seating. So this is really cool that we're getting a Tier 6 version of this ship. This ship is actually it's very small. It's the ship that docks in the back of the Odyssey class variants, I think the Yorktown. And so my son has this on his account. I've flown it a couple times, and it flies really good. I like really fast, nimble ships. And so I'm pretty excited for this one. I really hope that the layout and traits and the gear that comes with it is good. It also has a really cool animation with the nacelles. When you go to warp out, they fold in. Looks really cool. It looks cool when it's folded in as well. So again, I'm pretty excited about that. I just hope that it's good. I'll probably grab it regardless, but unless they do something stupid with it, like, I don't know, give it a secondary deflector and, a bunch of science consoles or something like that, right? So that is the 4 ships that will be the anniversary ships. Now, this last ship down here, we're guessing that this is the promo mirror cross field. The reason for that, normally what'll happen is, so if you don't know how the packs work, last year you could buy all of the ships individually, or you could buy all 4 of them as a bundle, or you could buy the mega bundle, which also included another lockbox ship, promo ship, that would be account unlocked. So it was the Mirror Strike Wing last year that we got. I picked that up because it's a really good trait that's on it. I haven't flown the ship again. I know that feels bad, but unfortunately, buying ships that you'll never fly is a pretty prominent thing in this game with the way that the mechanics work and the monetization model. So It's kind of interesting though, because the skin that's on it in the picture, if you look at the way that the nacelle pylons are and the deflector, that looks like the Legendary Glen. I would be really surprised if they did the Legendary Glen on that. That's already an account unlock, but it is something that you do have to buy in a bundle, so I guess that would be kind of cool. It wasn't the best ship in the world, it wasn't terrible, but you know, it doesn't have the floating nacelles, so I'm assuming it's not that variant. The refit, that would be cool if it was the refit, because the trait that comes on that is really good, and the ship itself is really good. So fingers crossed that's what it is, but I'm guessing it's going to be the promo. Maybe it'll be the refit. Hopefully it'll be the refit. That would be really cool. If it is, then you would have, you know, a ship that normally would be, you know, per character, that would be account unlock. So you'll have those three choices, most likely. I think last year, and don't quote me on this, but the bundles, I think the way it works, if it's legendary, then it's a bundle, and that's the only way you can buy it. But because these aren't legendary, you can purchase them individually. It was just, and the reason I say that is because last year we could do that, but I thought that was a new thing. But now that I think about it, the 2 years before that, we got legendary bundles for the anniversary ships. So that's kind of a, I don't know, but if we go prior to that, when there were ship bundles, you could buy things individually. So because this is not legendary, you should be able to buy all of these ships individually, barring the 5th one. Or you can buy the bundle with all 4, or you can get the mega bundle, which will also include this account unlock version of the crossfield. Which one it is not clear, because they haven't given us any other details other than what's in this tiny little snippet of a video here. So I think it's either going to be the refit or the promo mirror crossfield, and it's probably the mirror crossfield because this is a mirror bundle. This is a Terran bundle. So I think that makes the most sense for what that's going to be. So again, we'll see what these look like once they show them off on the 10 Forward stream. I will go and do a recap on that, just giving you the basics of, you know, the layouts on the ships, consoles, traits, those kinds of things, so we can get a good look at them after the 10 Forward stream. I encourage you to watch it as well, but it can be long with a lot of fluff in between, and may not always answer all the details, depending on, again, how you play the game. So, I mean, there's just so many ways to play. If you just love the way they look, go for them. I'm never going to tell you not to buy a ship. Number one, it's none of my business. Number two, people enjoy the game differently, and that's, you know, that's the way it is. I don't have any problem with that, obviously, and I encourage you to play the game the way that you want to play the game. If it makes you happy, then you're winning. That's all that matters. So we'll see what they look like once we get a better look, you know, on the 10 Forward stream, and once they're in game. Again, my feeling is just, you know, I look at these and they just look like different kind of kit bash pieces of what we got last year and some of what's already in game. So from a aesthetic standpoint, I think they look good. I'm just not super excited because I'm not seeing something that's like new. What is that? And, you know, that's really cool, and that's a good play on that design. I'm just not seeing that here. So from the design standpoint, like I said, I don't want to call it lazy, but it kind of feels like that. But I'll give you an update on what I think once we get a better look on it. So a couple housekeeping notes. Martin has donated a Borg Juggernaut to me to give away in the Discord server that will be going up tomorrow, and tomorrow's Sunday the 12th. So get in on that. Link for the Discord server is down in the description. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this something you're after based on just what we can see here? Do you need to know more? What are you guys thinking on this thing? Again, just to reiterate, I am pretty pumped about the Aquarius, even though from this limited shot that I see here, it doesn't look a ton different in its shape or anything like that. It's a really cool ship, and there is not a tier 6 version of it. As for the Galaxy, how many Galaxies do we have in game? There's just so many, and there's already a mirror one, so I'm just kind of like, whatever. And if there's not a third nacelle on it, I can kit bash that exact ship basically without the paint. So from an aesthetic standpoint, I mean, the ship would have to be pretty damn good for me to even consider it. I'll fly what's good, but I really want it to look good as well on top of that, right? So that's how I play the game. That's not how you play. Again, I'm not a judger. Play the way that makes you happy. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. And until next time, stay safe. Thank you very much for watching. And, oh, one more thing. These come out next week. So that is the date that those will be released, on the 16th. The 10 forward stream will be on, let's see, so we have 12, 13, on the 14th, on Tuesday night is when that should be, unless they changed it and I don't see that here. No, just when it's going to be released. So 16th, these will be available. 14th, 10 forward stream should give us some more information about them. Now we're done. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Thank you.